Oh, we need more light. Right. Hello and good evening. Hello, good evening to you all. Cheers to you all. Thank you very much for your patience. And sorry, I've arrived 5 minutes early, actually. But there we go. Anyway, today has been a very strange day, but there we go. Here we are. We're beginning early, so we can chitter-chatter amongst ourselves until 9 o'clock, British Standard Time. Good evening to Heidi, to Lee, to Alex, who says 5 minutes early. What a treat. Yes, you're the special guests who are here earlier than early can be. Louise and Amelie and Paulie and Claudia and Lee and Heidi. Hello to you all. Rue and Banky Wood and Pink Roses. The name that I cannot pronounce because that would be a little bit inappropriate. The early bird catches the worm, you say. Hilary Powell and Helen and Busted and Made in England. Claudia, yes. Is the shirt linen? I believe this particular one is, yes. Most of my shirts are cotton or what other things are made of, but this one is probably linen, yes. Anyway, thank you, Claudia and Marianne and Nicole and Busted One. There are decent people in the world. Sadly, there are lots of people in the world who are not pleasant, and that is very sad to realize. When one starts to realize such, you may as well give up. So anyway, that's how it goes in life. But there are lots of weird people in the world, as much as there are good people in the world. And here is June. I hope you're enjoying yourself, June. Well, I hope June is enjoying herself. I say hello to Min from June, but Min is long asleep. She has been a little bit difficult today, to say the least, but that is another matter for the program. Anyway, I shall give you a ring, June, and we'll have a proper chat. And hopefully I'll be back in Broadstairs soon, because I do miss the wonderful people of Broadstairs. So hello, June. Anyway, here we are. Get Min on the gin. No, it's not a good idea. She had several earlier and it didn't really work out well, I can assure you. So let's not go down that chapter. Not really appropriate. Right. Yes. Oshini thinks Min has been on the gin. Well, it didn't work out well, I can assure you. But we won't go there. So let's leave that out of the equation. I'm very disappointed by the Hamas situation with Labour. I think Palestinians have rights. I think Jewish people have rights. I think everybody has rights. I think we should be respectful to people, whoever they are. And that is something that one should be decent and honest about. Now, that has not occurred. But I do think that the Israelis have a right to have a home. And I think it's very important that they do have a home. So I say I stand with Israel. That will not be popular with many people who are watching this, no doubt, but I stand with Israel. There we go. I am going to be straight down the line, straight honest with you. I stand with Israel. Jeremy Corbyn refuses to condemn what has occurred. Shame on Jeremy Corbyn. The World Transformed, which is not officially linked to Labour, is holding meetings at the Labour Party conference. Shame on them. You know, snatch students, women, and snatch children. Appalling. Keir Starmer has rightly spoken out. So I don't condemn Keir Starmer for saying everybody stands with Israel. There should be zero tolerance for anti-Semitism. And I agree with Keir Starmer on this. Senseless murder, cruelty. This is a world the Arabs are mostly supporting Palestine. Now, the Palestinians also deserve rights, so I do support that also. So before anyone condemns me, I do think they have some rights as well. But I think Israel deserves to have a land, and it is wrong that this is occurring. You know, there are over 600 Israelis who have been killed. You know, Angela Rayner, glasses over, are infighting over Israel. Can this woman not learn to enunciate? She is an absolute ridiculous person. She made a joke also about Jacob Rees-Mogg using carrier pigeons instead of WhatsApp. Oh, please, Angela Rayner, please man up, grow up, show up, learn to be somebody sensible. Angela Rayner, you're as much use as a chocolate teapot. You're obsessed with woke. And then along came Lord Mandelson. Now, Lord Mandelson is a blast from the past. He's a blast from the past that we don't really want. He wants to see the party be better, the Labour Party. Well, perhaps he should ask about Epstein, Maxwell, Prince Andrew, all of them his friends. I think it's time Lord Creepy Mandelson, as one of you have just said, Paulie, rightly said. There you go. I don't like Lord Mandelson. Lord Mandelson is a total piece of toe rag. He is not fit to run a bus ticket. Anyway, next thing. On the Edgware Road, they held celebrations over the Hamas thing. Disgusting. You know, it's nicknamed Arab Street. I have many Arabic friends. I love Arabic people. I love Jewish people. I have no problem with either or, but both. But this was behavior like a football match. It was like a football match victory. This is not what we should be doing in our modern world. This is wrong. It is deceitful and disgraceful, and it makes me feel sick. I'm appalled by it. You know, evil Jeremy Corbyn has been attending alongside David Lammy the Palestine reception at the Labour Party conference. Now, they're entitled to attend whatever conference reception, whatever conference they wish. But this is an indicator that they are taking on Israel. The Israelis deserve respect. This is wrong. This is clearly a line in the sand, and it is time to say no more. Stop it. So stop Jeremy Corbyn, stop David Lammy, and the Labour Party has been doing very well this week. Otherwise, they had the by-election result in Scotland. They did extremely well. They are on target to win back seats in Scotland. They've doubled the number of seats from 1 to 2. Wow. But that is what they have achieved. They have become achievers. Now, if they want to group up and become something successful, then the next stage is they ought to do something. Now, anyway, that's enough of that. I shall move along to another topic. The next topic is David. Now, Mr. Williams was on Britain's Got Talent. Mr. Williams was a client of a psychiatrist who I happen to know, Dr. Mark Collins, an absolutely lovely gentleman who also had clients including Ruby Wax and others. Anyway, Dr. Mark Collins has been named in a court case concerning Simon Cowell versus basically David Williams. He is suffering, he claims. This is, he feels suicidal about being dropped. It's not very pleasant when people treat you badly. In life, we all go through ups and downs. I suffer myself when people are horrible to me. It's a terrible thing. Sometimes you feel down and you have your down days, but I just get through it. I just keep going on and I plod along, but I fight back. I don't tolerate nonsense, but some people can't deal with it. And they have to have people like Dr. Collins deal with them. And he claims fellow judges Simon Cowell, Amanda Holden, Alicia Dixon were monitored in the same way as him. He suffered suicidal thoughts after being cancelled from public life. He's suing for various amounts of money. And he wants up to 10 million. Now, whether he's worth 10 million, I don't know. I don't know him, never personally met him, don't know him personally, cannot possibly comment. But it does seem that David Williams has been treated rather strangely by these particular people. So anyway, that is that. So there we go. So have you any questions to ask me? You like the shirt? Well, Nicole thinks David Williams is strange. Hillary thinks Little Britain was genius. I loved Little Britain. I thought Catherine Tate also was brilliant. I think that many of those comedy shows of that generation were superb. Do I play polo? No, I don't personally, no. I wouldn't be much good on a horse, but there we go. Where were you in your photo earlier? I don't know which photo earlier we're talking about, but Orange have not sorted out the internet in this household. The French do things at their own speed. They are useless. The boiler got fixed and now it doesn't work again. So, that's how it works in this place. But equally, the person in charge of dealing with this is equally useless. So, there we go. Close your door. I don't know why you want me to close my door. There's no need for that. I won't be answering Lee James's question. That sounds a little bit offensive. Harriet says, do I miss the Magnet? Yes, of course I miss the Magnet. It's a wonderful place. The Magnet is magnetic. We love the Magnet. We all love the Magnet. Cheers to everybody at the Magnet. There we go. So, yes, so we've talked about that. And we've talked about the other matter. But what is coming up in the newspaper tomorrow? Other than Israel, I'm sorry to say it's a terrible, terrible thing. And it really is very sad. I don't know what to say next of that situation. Bambi thinks I could be seen as a vampire. Well, I don't believe that I'm a vampire, but there we are. You're entitled to your view. And meanwhile, I continue to await your questions, but I don't think we'll be doing very much this evening. It seems there aren't that many of you here, but none of you have any questions to ask. So for once, I was going to give you an opportunity to ask questions, and that would have been very jolly. But we cannot do this on this particular occasion. And equally, as a result, what would you like me to talk about? You're not giving many options. Do I like French food? Most French food is pretty awful, actually, to be frank. It's not actually that good. I prefer cooking for myself. Do I know the Daily Mail writer Tom Ralston? No, I don't. No, I don't know him. Have I had a paranormal experience? Most definitely, yes. My grandmother was very involved in the Society of the Paranormal, and I also have experiences to do with ghosts from my childhood. So I'm a great believer in that. Yes, I do agree and believe in that. Do I prefer books or films? Depends which book or film it is, really. I love books and I love films, so both. Do I like Joan Rivers? Well, she's dead, but Joan Rivers was a lovely lady. Who is the rudest person I've ever met? Probably Anne Widdecombe. She's vile and horrible. She should be thrown in the blender at high speed and it should be turned on and they should throw in some acid. It would get rid of her. What do I think of Derek Lord? I once drove him to a funeral. He came to the funeral of a memorial or funeral, I can't remember, of Christine Hamilton's mother in my car. So yes, I do know Derek Lord. Yes, I don't know why, Doc Savage, you asked the question, but yes, I have spent time with Derek Lord um, one afternoon, and goodness knows, I've never seen him again, so I don't really know. Um, you need to interview Michael Barrymore. No, I don't need to interview Michael Barrymore. Michael Barrymore should be sent to jail just for being a thoroughly obnoxious person, in my view. Um, I would like to know why 9 people went to a party on a particular evening. 8 of them are still alive. One of them is dead. And I support the Lubbock family and I care for the Lubbock family very much. I will continue to campaign for the Lubbock family. I campaign for justice for people who are decent, honest, and good. And I have to say, Michael Barrymore is not a good person. Michael Barrymore, I do apologize for the noise in the background. That is the annoying woman upstairs, as usual. She does tend to make annoying noises, which is what she's good at. So there we are. Do I know Carol Thatcher? Carol Thatcher is one of the most delightful ladies possible. She's absolutely charming and absolutely lovely. Nothing wrong with Carol Thatcher. I'm not a great fan of her brother, but there we are. But Carol is charming, delightful, wonderful, wacky, and wonderful. She is a great person. Um, I don't know what you mean by this word buffering. I've no idea what buffering means. I've never understood it. So there you go. Did I like Susan Boyle? Um, Susan Boyle is a particularly delightful lady. I do apologize for the terrible noise in the background caused by somebody flushing a lavatory upstairs. That is a huge problem for my program. People in the background making a complete nuisance of themselves. But there we go. I cannot be held responsible for their stupid actions. There we go. Um, um, Susan Ball doesn't live too far from you. Well, that's absolutely delightful. Sterling Oscar can't hear noise. Well, that's good. Sometimes I get cross with people. Well, I do, yes. I don't like people who irritate me. There is no point tolerating the village idiot. Do I think David Beckham should be knighted? Certainly not. No. The man is a tax dodging piece of scumbag. No thanks. Um, Hilary Powell says Michael Barrymore was excellent as a TV host. No, he wasn't. He was an appalling piece of scumbag. He was a piece of rotten rubbish. So, Hilary Powell, whoever you are, why don't you bog off? You're a moron. You're an idiot. You talked absolute degenerate trash. Please go away. I don't like people who apologize for Michael Barrymore. He's a scumbag, rotten piece of detritus. He is sick in the head. He makes me angry. He makes me want to vomit. He is the vomit comet ultimatum. How dare you support such an appalling person? So shame on you. You are not someone who we support. Bye bye. You are the weakest link. Bog off. Harriet Blanca says your insulting rants are epic, the best. No, I'm not trying to be insulting. I'm just stating a fact. I do not like people who support the killer of Stuart Lubbock. That is something that I'm simply doing for the sake of the record. I stand up for people who are good. I don't like people who are bad. So there we go. Mary Page says, well said. Barrymore is dirty, vile beast. He should be in prison. There you go. You've got my... Do you understand? Loud and clear? Am I now making it a little louder and clearer? If anyone doesn't understand, please understand it. Paulie says Barrymore is a sicko. Well said. Do I watch Big Brother? No. Drink more, rant more. It's gold. Well, in due course I will. I do not tolerate people who insult me, people who annoy me, people who lie to me, people who try and trick me. I stand up for the truth. I don't care what anyone thinks. I will stand up for what I believe in, and I will go after anybody, and I will name and shame whoever they are. I will ruin them. I'll go after them. Ghislaine Maxwell, Jeffrey Epstein, Randy Andy, all these others. I will never shut up. I am capable of speaking out, and that is what I do. My crusade is for justice. I want justice for people like Omar Benguet. I want justice for Mark Alexander. I want justice for all these poor people who've been wrongly convicted, the Menendez brothers. I want to help them. I equally want to bring down the scammers and the liars and the deceivers and anyone else who tries to bring a bit of trickery into the world. Shame on them. I'll go after them. That's me. I'm a danger to anybody who gets in my way. Anybody who dares get in my way, who tells lies and deceives, anyone who tries to trick me, anyone who tries to bring me into a story for the wrong reason, I'll bring you down. I'll take you down and I'll wreck your life, because that's what I do. I am an enemy you don't want to have, because the minute I become your enemy, I will destroy you. As my grandparents always said, don't get even, get medieval. And that is what I do to people who get in my way. Nobody ever gets in my way. Nobody ever destroys me. I get revenge. I am very vengeful, because I have to say that is what I've been taught in life. Never let the bully beat you. And the bullies in my life, anyone who takes me on, the bullies that take me on, I bring them down. I go back at them with 100 million force. I am not somebody to be taken on, ever. I will never tolerate bullies. Bullies are evil people. I celebrate good people. Good people, and there are many of them in this world. Let's celebrate all the wonderful people we know. I'm very, very lucky myself to have some wonderful people in my life. I've come across a fair few, and they've never done anything bad to me. And I love those people. But I will never, ever forget or forgive the bullies, the toe rags, the twerps, the morons, the village idiots, the people who have tried to trick me. And I will smash their faces and I will go for them. I'm never, ever, ever going to let it drop because I've been through so much in the most recent years. Somebody tried to strangle me in a restaurant. And I'm very lucky. I've got a couple of people like my friend Nav who stands by me. There aren't many others. The rest of them, they're just cowards. They just don't even bother to help me. You know, they are useless. Most people are as much use as a bus ticket. I'm very lucky to have people like Nav, people like Alexis, my friend, who is a decent lady, good people who stand by me and support me, and people who want to help. The rest of them, they don't even bother. I will remember this because when they want me to help them, I won't be there for them. They can bog off. No, I really am lucky to have a few good people in my life, and I treasure the good people who actually stand by me, and I stand by them when they need things. That is the wonderful thing in life. My wonderful friend Jonathan, my wonderful friend Andrea, good people. These are people who stand by you and help you when you need to be helped. The rest of them, they're there for the good times. They like a party. They turn up, but they don't ever come and help you. It's absolutely shocking. I'm appalled by it, but that's how life works. But I know who my loyal, decent, wonderful friends are. So I will not forget you. And there we are. And if I get murdered tomorrow, if I get pushed under a bus, I hope those people will show up to my funeral because they're the only people I want to show up. I don't want the rest of them to show up. The ones I haven't mentioned, please don't turn up. I don't want to know you because you didn't bother to support me. The lovely Barbara Minto, I spent time with her recently, an absolutely delightful lady. The wonderful Claire Rubenstein, the wonderful Frank Sparrow, the wonderful John Stoddart. I have many lovely close friends. Anthony Brown, lovely people. But the people who turn up to help me in my troubles, I've mentioned previously. Good people. As for everyone else, well, where are you? As Delia Smith would say, where are you? Let's be having you. There you are. That's all I have to say. So I don't wish to say any more about that. So on that note, I will not say any more on this particular occasion. So cheers to you and cheers to me and cheers to me if we disagree. I will drink the rest of the wine this evening and I'll just get myself merrily smashed. There we go. So what's next? Have you any more questions? Jill says Nav hasn't been around lately. Well, I don't know. I haven't seen him in months. No, so I can't possibly answer that. Did I enjoy my school days? Well, yes, I did. Yes, I had lovely school teachers, wonderful people. Um, Delia was on the cooking sherry. Yes, she was. But what are my thoughts about Paul Burrell? He wasn't a very nice man. Total trash, lowbrow rubbish. No. Have I been swimming? No, I don't do swimming. I don't like the ocean. Not for me. Not my world. Um, have I watched the film Scum, directed by Alan Clark? I assume this is not the Alan Clark that I know, so no, I haven't. I know Alan Clark, the former politician, lovely gentleman. What did I do before I started the Steeple Times? I was involved in the alcohol business. Have I got a girlfriend? Not presently. No, I don't want one either. I think I'd drive them mad, and they'd drive me mad. Um, I know the feeling. Loyal friends turn their back. Yes, well, you're completely correct, Heidi. Lots of people who you think would be your friend turn out not to be your friend. Most people are actually disloyal, and that's the sad thing in life. It's a very surprising thing. I actually missed loyalty in my life. It's the saddest thing. I've spent too much time with people who I cannot trust. Um, there we are. Uh, you've been very hurt, I think, says Hillary. Not. I have been very hurt in my life by people who are disloyal. Yes, I totally agree with you, Hillary. Um, there is no point being dishonest about it. I don't trust people because most people are distrustworthy. But I am very lucky to know some very wonderful people. So that's the contrast. There we go. Um, do I like Los Angeles? Not really, no. I've been to Los Angeles many times, not my kind of place. It's okay. I love San Francisco. Prefer that, to be honest. But Los Angeles has its merits, but it's a place you go to for 24 hours. It's not a place you spend 24 weeks. Whereas I could go and live in San Francisco for the rest of my life. I love San Francisco. So there you go. There's the contrast. That's the difference. Right. What's my favorite song? No, I don't do favorite anything. Um, I like lots of songs. Gosh. So no, I can't answer that question. That is not a question I can answer. No, I'm terribly sorry. No, I haven't. But my sister was married to a Maltese politician's brother. She's now divorced from him. So if you need an answer, there's your answer. We won't be going back to Malta because, frankly, it's not a place that we wish to have any connection with. No, thank you very much to Malta. Um, do I think that Lamborghini make fantastic cars? Asks Nav. No, I think Lamborghini cars are a load of old shite. Crap, rubbish. Thank you, Nav. But I love you, Nav, very much, as you know. I wish you were here with me as opposed to the person who is sitting next to me, because frankly, she doesn't have any time to speak to me. I would rather have Nav here, and it would be lovely to spend time with you, Nav. I miss your company, and I don't want to have a Lamborghini, though. No. So, no. Paulie asks, Alex Belfield refused to return the money he took from an old woman who donated £500 by mistake. She wanted to donate £5. That has nothing to do with me, so I can't possibly comment. Nav says he will call me in the morning. Oh, well. I don't know where I will be in the morning, but we'll work it out. I could be back on a jet plane to England, because I think that's probably the best thing I could possibly do. But we will figure it out. What do I think about electric cars? Asks Bambi Debonair. You're not sure about them? No, I don't like electric cars. I think they're terrible. Anyway, I think we're coming towards the end of this conversation. Nicole wants me to get a jet plane to Edinburgh. Well, I wish I could go to Edinburgh. I'd love to go to Edinburgh because I love Edinburgh. I stayed at Rocco Forte's hotel there, and I had a very nice time when I was last in Edinburgh, next to Waverley Station, and that was fantastic. Loved it. Absolutely joy of my life. I'm a very privileged person. I get to stay in some very nice places, and I think it cost me about 150 quid for the night, but I did enjoy it. My mother was furious that I'd gone up to this hotel and checked myself in, but anyway, I had a lovely time, so I did enjoy it. Anyway, I was just say no more about that. Anyway, am I in a hostel? Well, the place I'm sitting in right now, it might look like a hostel to you, but it's just a house. It's not a hostel. I can assure you of that. Am I a rebel? Well, potentially I'm a rebel. My hands are now starting to itch again from the horrible vipers that bite me every evening. And I suppose I should say happy evening to you all and good night, because I don't think I think it's best we don't bother with a quiz today. If I come back tomorrow, who knows where I'll be? I could be traveling tomorrow. I don't know. I will figure it out. If we're not, we'll figure it out. So I'll say happy evening to you all. Happy evening, good night, and good gardening, and cheers to you all. We've had 45 minutes of chitter chatter and conversation and pleasure. I shall say good night to you all. Take care. Pip, pip, take care. Night, night. Bye bye.